on table. She has to put on the kit to show sign of patriotism. Welcome, Susie. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Owen. Good afternoon, viewer. I was last year before Christmas, and I hope you all had a marvelous Christmas. About 3 days to 2024, we pray and ask the Almighty to deliver us safely from the hands of 2023 into the hands of 2024.
Anything. For me, I'm saying my own idea. So yours is yours.
Patriotic to any club because I am a sports pundit. I am supposed to be neutral, although I have to live
She's
life outside. Good afternoon.
Benson, good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon, Owen. Good afternoon, Susie. Good afternoon, viewers. Like Susie has said, I hope you enjoyed the Christmas, and we are also heading to the New Year, and I also hope New Year will get us fine, but we are here to discuss what is happening in the world of sports.
Okay, one day you will see us put on all jerseys. The day you will see us put on jerseys and the rest of it. I was just making fun, and of course trying to make sure that Susie also loves school. She has not been here. She ate her chicken alone. We were in our own world. We couldn't meet, but it's still here.
I am wondering that day when we decide to put on jerseys, what Benson will put on.
You will put on Chelsea.
Is Benson a Chelsea fan?
No, it's Benson. Is it not being? What did she say?
And Owen will put on a red jersey, so
either Arsenal or Liverpool or Man U.
The last one is correct.
Even I can put on Brighton.
I think jersey will have to proceed to production.
Wow, we'll even put on a red one, which is a Roa Hill, which is Vipers. Hey.
Fine. We shall see.
All right. One of the biggest thing is that the FUFA Big League is coming today. A tough game in West Nile, where of course our Luparaka welcomes Police Football Club in the last encounter of the first round of Bet Power FUFA Big League, and that game comes right today. It's a very big game. 4 p.m. is the kickoff right there. Good and bad news is one big thing that people will be expecting, but of course, all in all, the two sides will be looking forward to get maximum points. Police will be looking forward to see that they get to, of course, more over the points, and to around 36 points, and then the second round in a good way. A very tight contest that is coming right there. Susie, what are we anticipating? The morale seems to be low from the fans and the rest. The game seems to be a game of also high intensity, but of course a tough game to talk about today at Greenlight Stadium.
We have a lot of games that are going down today. Amidst them is the Unduparaka hosting. There is a Police Football Club. Police dropped, I think, 2 days ago and touched the soils of West Nile very safely. We're proud and we thank the Almighty for that. Today's encounter seems to be very tough and hard. Fans have lost the morale. There is no vibe. If you check into the different social media handles over, there is the fans on Duparaka and all that. The hyping is not there, the vibe is not there, probably I think because they used all the energy that they were supposed to use today, and they used it all to travel to Yumbe to play there is Calvary, where they lost and came back without any points, and that really killed the morale of fans, because literally fans
being the fans, PRO, tell us the truth, what has happened?
Fans have been thinking that our players have not been playing well because of the 12-man squad being a miss, but this time around they traveled, and we really don't know what happened. And but whatever it is that the fans that traveled to Yumbe, for us as the fans, we won. It is the players that lost, because if you look at the turn up during that day, it was really massive, and people are tired. But I really don't know what's going to happen today at Duparaka. We're going to be seeing a few placards. I don't know what the placards will be reading and all that, but it's going to be a very tense game. Police is looking to, of course, maintaining their good run, and no doubt Police is good. Onduparaka is also good. They've never been beaten at home. I don't know if we're going to see the unbeaten run being broken today, or I don't know. Camp News, I'm not so much aware of that, but there is no vibe.
A very great one. Benson, has placards ever changed anything in football anyway? When people write and think, let's say this, I don't know what the write-up will be, but of course anything that comes in there. Has it ever worked? Have you seen it work out?
Can you confirm what?
I'm just giving an example.
No,
because the information I got was that there will be placards today. So whatever will
because
be on
she's
the
the bearer
placard,
of the funds.
whatever is going to be on the placards is what I don't know. So Owen asked you, have placards ever changed anything, whatever is written? So I just gave an example of what normally goes on placards, like so and so out, like maybe Benson out and all that. Yeah, exactly.
I'm not saying that it was a planned thing between you and the fans. That's what I'm saying. So, by the way, it's going to be
now, Benson. She can say what the fans have told her, because
no, they just told me. They told me they want publicity,
but which is okay
because they are going with placards.
Exactly, because it's not a crime. Everyone is entitled to him or his or her own opinion. So it is very genuine, and you've seen that happen even up to Europe. People put the Glazers. They have been saying they should go out. Have they gone? So those are some of the things that are there. So tell us.
Yeah, we hope what they are going to come up with will help to generate the club positively. But I want to speak about this particular encounter. This game has come at the right time for the both clubs. Why am I saying this one? Police, like just when I said, and Susie, you have just said, police is looking for a way to see that they extend the points gap between themselves and the team that's following them. Till then, talking about Lugazi, knowing that Onduparaka right now is having a very good run of form when it comes to home games. Matches going away from home, it has been something very difficult for them to see that they come back with the maximum number of points, even a year point. That is the reason why I'm saying this game has come at the right time for the both sides. For police, they will be looking forward to see that the actual break that unbeaten record at home for the quarterfinals, and this one will also help them to see that they extend the points gap with the Lugazi in case Lugazi will lose its game. And also for the Caterpillars, it has come at the right time because they know that police is a tough side, currently sitting on top of the log, and being unbeaten at home will mean a lot for the team of Onduparaka. Maybe tying police into a draw will mean a lot for the team of Onduparaka Football Club. But you look at the top 5, by the way, this is the biggest game we have been ever since the start of the new season of Bet Power FIFA Big League. Why am I saying this one? I am not saying this one for nothing, because you look at the statistics of these teams, you look at the profile behind these two teams. Police has been a Star Times Uganda Premier League material, and you talk about Onduparaka. Right now, I can say Onduparaka is the biggest club we have in FIFA Big League. It's actually the two teams that have in the profile behind them meeting together, but who will take it all is actually what everyone is waiting to see come this evening. For Onduparaka, they have got two things to fight for. First of all, they will have to maintain that zinc at home to see that they don't lose into the hands of police, and at the same time, recently they lost into the hands of their neighbors, and they need to bounce back from that defeat. Like Owen said, they sit somewhere in the middle of the table. At least a win for them will see them climbing somewhere, maybe not at the number 6, maybe at the number 7. But for police, they already have that knowing that their worst run in away games continues, but home is home. So this game is going to be a very tough one, but I want to be surprised if this game will end in a draw. Speaking about the write-ups, which is going to come on your way, we never know. It will be something positive for the club or something negative for the club, but me, as a follower of football, I'm hoping what the fans are going to come up with will be important to help the club.
Yeah, it's Benson, that the fans issue has taken you. For me, I feel it's a very big one. Fans have to show reactions. That's a good one. Two, fans are always a very key pillar to every club. Every club you set up, or you, even the owner, or you being anything, it's a very, very key for a fan or fans to come up in there. You may have only one fan, but of course, he or she is entitled. You should value what they say. We've seen also, I know people have said because of placards, the mindset has gone to placards, and they are looking at what the negative part, but maybe there are positive writings that would come. Maybe there, because we have seen people also put, there's that one who would only write, please, I want your shirt, I want this after the game, I need this goal machine, something like that. So it shouldn't be something that is of a scare to anybody, but of course I think it's a very good one also to show what exactly, because sometimes when they don't speak, you can't know what exactly comes out. So it's all what exactly has to be put to make sure that things work. We have seen that work. and we have seen very many people say. But of course, lastly it comes back to what exactly the board decides. And if let's say a fan is saying, let's say, okay, the fans say, I don't need Owen at West Nile TV or at Onduparaka, and when the board says really it's not worthy, then obviously they will have to pull that person out, maybe, depending on that. We saw Eddie Woodward at Manchester United, when even they would go and throw flames, burn flames at his door, but still he served diligently until when he said mine is enough and left the club. So I think those are some of the things that have come through, and I want to be very, very grateful that this game is going to show what exactly the team wants to achieve in, that is the next round, which is of course one of the biggest thing that everyone is going to be looking into. So we're expecting a tight game, a tight contest. Police are very good, they strategize, they have everything it deserves to make sure that they play their games successfully. So we shall be looking at that. But in other games, there's also still a West Nile club that will be playing, and Calvary touched down at Bugolobi Coffee Grounds for trainings, and they were very okay yesterday in their last training, and they will be playing Chiinda Boys today, and that's a game that you will also be expecting a tough contest right there. Chiinda at home at Gayaza have always been a tough side. We've watched them beat even some of the teams, like when we beat them the other time. But of course they have experienced players like Sule, who have been into that team trying to push here and there. So what are we expecting from this? Calvary had a nice run before they go before they go to the other side. They had won
amidst being visitors, and Chiinda has been a very good side compared to Calvary. If you look at the table standings, Calvary now has accumulated 16 points based on the last time they won, and they have the same points with there is Onduparaka and the rest, but they sit I think at two figures below there is Onduparaka and all that. So basically Calvary will be fighting at I think today being almost the last game for most of the teams in a Betpower Big League for there is a first round. Every other team will be looking at closing in first round at least with the point, if not one, all the three. But this time around, I really don't see a Calvary coming back with all of the 3 points. It's going to be a very tough one for them.
Chiinda winning today means they will be getting to 30 points after, of course, a very big thing. They will be getting to 30 points, and then 30 means 30 plus. Yes, if they get 3 points, they're 17 points at number 7. They will always. It's a must because they will need that win. But of course, Calvary also needs that because them sliding a bit will take them to relegation back again after they had leapfrogged from there, and they are only like a point to relegation again. So it's a very, very challenging one. But at the same time, you would see that because Chiinda will not want Onduparaka surpass them. Onduparaka winning today takes them to 19 points, which of course will be one of the biggest thing. And if you look at 16 points and 17 is what Chiinda is having, so they will have to fight for that. But maybe what strategy could Calvary use? The man Simon, what can he do to make sure that he achieves that? What team is the coach of Calvary Football Club, and he needs to do a lot. Which tactics can he use today?
Based on the statistics you have just given, and Susie said Calvary is a team that has failed to keep that consistency when it comes to winning games. And actually 3 things are going to help Calvary ahead of this encounter. First of all, they won against a very big side, that's Onduparaka. Sorry to say that Onduparaka is a very big side, but I know they're a very big side. That is one thing which is going to motivate them ahead of this encounter. Secondly, we know the history of Calvary when it comes to playing against the newly promoted sides. Chiinda Boys being one of them. They have just earned a promotion to Betpower FIFA Big League. You can ask some of the newly promoted sides at the start of the season. They found it easy to pick maximum number of points against these newly promoted sides. This is the second thing which is helping them. And thirdly, knowing that the first phase of the season was almost coming to an end, and Calvary will not want to let it go into the hands of Chiinda Boys, and given the fact that it went so well when they were actually playing their neighbors, Caterpillars, helping them to move out of the relegation zone. These 3 things will help Calvary at least come back with something like a draw against Chiinda Boys. I am anticipating the worst for the Calvary best side will be a draw against the team of Chiinda Boys.
Okay, now that's one of the biggest things that we shall be expecting right today, and of course a game that very many could have seen doing or wanting to watch, but it is in Kampala. Worstly, when the game is not live, you can't really talk much about it because it's one of the games that you would be wanting to say right there. A couple of games that are still to be run today. Because I think most of the teams are playing today. All, in fact, because Black Spar already concluded their play. Now we shall be also seeing the team of Kataka playing Boma FC right there. Benson, Boma and Kataka seems to be a tough game, and Kataka being at home, Boma has been on form. What do you expect?
Yeah, Mbale Municipal Center has always been a very difficult hunting ground for most of the big league sides. You look at Kataka, Mbale Heroes, I think the only side that went there and they collected the maximum number of points with a huge number of goals that went into the back of the net was only Police. The rest have suffered there. I think only 1 or 2 managed to come back with maybe some points as with a point. Kataka being the home side, I can rate this game to be 50-50, but this game will be taking place at Mbale Municipal Center. The two sides actually, Mbale Heroes and the Kataka, they all share that stadium. Being the home side, Boma, a very tough side. Last season they finished somewhere around 5th, if not 5th. It might be around 6 there, but this is a different Kataka. Last season they fought the relegation throughout till they survived. But I want to be surprised if Boma will go to Kataka and maybe come back with the 3 points, because they were the very first team that went on to beat the Police and making Police to lose its first game of the season. So that's what I'm seeing in this tough game.
Kataka, to me, this season has not been a very tough side to fear. Maybe basically the thing that people fear at Kataka are their fans that are very chaotic, that turn around to beat up people that go there to collect maximum points. That aside, Kataka is not a tough side. They came to Onduparaka here and lost points. We played them, and they really had come to win. They came and knowing that they were going to go back with the 3 points, but they did lose all the 3 points, and Onduparaka that day took the bragging right. So Kataka up against Boma. Boma is a very good side. A lot of teams have lost in the hands of Boma, and they have reputable players. They are very organized and all that. I'm not saying other clubs are not organized, but Boma up against Kataka. Much as Kataka is home, to me, I am putting up my odds on Boma, unless otherwise the worst might be a draw based on the 12-man squad that Kataka has.
Okay, now another game is Chigezi versus Ndeje. Ndeje travels all the way to Chigezi, a very, I think at Ibanda. That place is far, and that's where they are playing today. A tough contest, I could say too, because Chigezi at home has been a very good side.
Yeah, Chigezi up against the team of Ndeje University. Actually, these two sides, they're all sitting in the relegation, and Chigezi is a better side compared to Ndeje University because they are having 15 points, a win for them and a defeat for the rest of the teams that are probably sitting in front of the team of Chigezi. Will see them moving out of the relegation. Like you said, this is actually the last games to be played in the first phase of the season. Every team will want to finish the first phase with a win or as a draw, knowing very well that a win for them will see them going out of the relegation zone. And I'm very sure some of the teams that are sitting just in front of Chigezi will end up dropping points. And in Ndeje University, they're also fighting to see that they pick something like a win. But being the away side to Chigezi homeboys, I don't see them surviving. What I know is they will get to be beaten into the hands of Chigezi homeboys.
Now, of course, Police also, not Police, Ginger North, that is United, that is also trying so hard. Will be playing Karo Karunji as Young Elephant. The relegation side will be welcoming also Lugazi FC in there. Are we seeing them maybe pick home win, or Lugazi getting that win away from home?
Lugazi could, by the way, go and pick all the points from Young Elephants. Young Elephants, I think they just came to test in the waters of big power. Basically, that's what I would say. They are really, to me, they're not yet fully prepared for for that league. Quite a number of things are going amiss. There is with Young Elephants. If you look at them, since the start of the season, they have been down there, and they've never moved to a better position. And the first round ending for you down there, basically they are struggling. Young Elephants is struggling. So if Onduparaka, the tough side that has ever been to UPL, went to Lugazi and lost, I really see Lugazi going to Amaka Primary School to collecting all those 3 points. And then Ndeje also traveling. It's going to be a tough one. And then Jinja North hosting there is Karo Karunji at Chavazinga Stadium. Karo Karunji is a good side, by the way, but Jinja North being home, Karo Karunji could actually pick a win because basically if you also look at Jinja North playing other sides, and you would see that they're a good side, yes, but they've lost a couple of points at home. Teams have gone to their home and beaten them. So basically, the best for this game, I will be seeing a draw for both teams, Karo Karunji and Jinja North.
All right, a very tough one that is coming right there. But of course, we will be taking a break shortly. But before we go to that, I would love Benson to also give us a hint on that is the game between Jinja North and Karo Karunji that is coming right there before we wind the first round of the show.
Jinja North United, just like the other teams that are currently in the relegation zone, Young Elephant, you talk about Ndeje University, the team of Tigezi Homeboys, they are all fighting to see that, knowing that even if they win these games that are coming today, still it will not change their position, with the exception of only one team, that's Tigezi Homeboys. You know, Karo Karunji is an unpredictable side. The moment you will expect them to win, that's when they will lose. But since it is this is the last games to be played in the first turns of the season, I am not seeing Karo Karunji winning this game. Maybe they will end up playing a draw, but Karo Karunji still, I will say, a better side. In case they win, they will struggle a lot.
All right, we're taking a break. When we come back, we shall be coming back to give you more of the big stories that are coming in.